the one, the only, Ben Sion.
Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube Daily Double. Today we're doing Maseches Pesachim and Perek Vav, Mishnayos Hey and Vav. It is Erev Pesach today, so this is in a couple hours. This is actually when the Korban Pesach is brought. In Eretz Yisrael, it was probably supposed to already be brought. Hey, a Pesach Shachtu Shalol L'Shmo b'Shabbos. Let's say you shach the Korban Pesach Shalol L'Shmo. It was a Korban Pesach, or Machlish of Korban Pesach. Shachted it for a Shlamim or a different Korban on Shabbos. You're allowed to do it if it's Yudal was on Shabbos. Chayav of Chatas. You're Chayav of Chatas because a Pesach Shalol L'Shmo is not valid at all. It's not a good Korban. So you violated Shabbos. The Sharkal is Vachim Shachtan Shalol Shem Pesach. You may not Ru'uyin and Chayav. Let's say you had an animal, your Machlish is a Shlamim, not for a Korban Pesach. Right, if they're not roy, they're not an animal, which would be good for a Korban Pesach. For example, it's a sheep which is older than a year, or it's something which is a female animal. So then you're chayiv because if violated Shabbos. Now if they're roy, Rabbi Elazar mechayiv chatas. Rabbi Elazar says you're chayiv chatas because at the end of the day, right, it's not good for a Korban Pesach. You violated Shabbos. Rabbi Yeshua poter. He's called. This is a famous halacha. Rabbi Yeshua says, if you're Torah b'davar mitzvah, you did a mitzvah, at least partially you did a mitzvah, because if it's a korban shlamim, you shechted shalol l'shma, it's kosher, it's valid as a korban, it's just not yotzi yedei chovasa, as the first Mishnah says of Zechaz Vachim. So therefore, it's not so bad. So therefore, we'll talk about Rabbi Yeshua and Iyam Mitzion exactly why you're putter from a korban chadas. I'm a Elazar. They try to prove their points. Elazar says, "Ma'im Pesach shu mutar l'shmo, korban Pesach. If you shechted l'shem Pesach, it's mutar on Yudal. It would fall down on Shabbos." When you shechted it for a different purpose on Shabbos, you're chayav chatas. Zvachim shein asruin lishman. You can't shech the korban shlamim and the dava on Shabbos, right? When you shechted it for korban pesach, of course it's going to be chayav chatas. I'm with Yeshua. Lo, remember the Pesach shino l'dvar aser. Tomer bezvachim shino l'dvar mutter. Pesach, you changed it for something which is aser to shech, but here you changed it for something which is mutter to shech on Shabbos. I have a proof from the korbanos of Shabbos, right? Korban Tamid and Musaf on Shabbos. Shem mutar l'shvan. If you shech the korban Tamid for the Tamid on Shabbos, you're allowed to do that. V'ashochet l'shvan chayev. However, you shech them a different animal, shlamim l'shem Tamid on Shabbos, you're chayev. And everyone agrees with that. I'm Yeshua. Lo, no, there's a difference. Korban Pesach, so many people being mocked Korban Pesach, it's easy to get confused. There's only one korban tamid, only a couple of musafim on Shabbos. You shouldn't get confused over there. So therefore, you're responsible over there. Here, you're not responsible. Even if you shecht on Shabbos, korban tamid, shlamim for a korban tamid, you're going to be potter. That's called Torah b'dvar mitzvah. We'll discuss the machlokas Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Yeshua. Possibly Rabbi Yeshua, not like Rabbi Meir. We'll discuss the machlokas. What is the svara of Torah b'dvar mitzvah? Why are you potter from a korban chatas vav? Shachto shalol l'ochla shalol l'menuya. We shach the korban pesach on Yudal on Shabbos for people that, right, are not eligible to eat the korban pesach. They can't eat a kazayas, a chola, a person who's sick, he's old, a katan, or shalol l'menuya for people that weren't registered on the korban pesach. You shachted it for people that can't eat the korban pesach. They don't have a bris milah. They're tamei chayiv. You're chayiv for doing malach on Shabbos. The ochla shalol l'ochla. You shachted it for people. Some could eat it, some couldn't eat it. Some are registered, some are not. Lamulin, v'la'arelin, for both. Some people have a bris milah, some don't. Some are Torah, some are tamei. You're potter, as we learned in the beginning of the fifth parak, right? The shmo v'shalol l'shmo is kosher, right? Shatu v'nimsa balmum. You check the animal and you found it has a blemish on the outside of the animal, chayav, because you should have checked. You're supposed to check the animal for mumum before. Shachto v'nimsa treifa v'seiser. However, if you shechted it and there's no reason to suspect that it's a treifa, and it ended up being a treifa, it's not a kosher korban potter, because it's ones. You're not chayav chatas for shogeg. You should have known. Here you shouldn't have known. Shachtu v'no the shemashcha b'aylam as yadam. You shechted it, and there's no way of knowing that the people registered had already taken away. They deregistered from the korban. Osha mesu osha nidmu. The people who pledge the korban pesach are dead or they're tummy, in which case their korban pesach is invalid. Potter. He has no way of knowing that. He's honest. Someone's an honest is not chayav korban chatas. There has to be some degree of pshia, of negligence, in order to be chayav for a korban chatas, for a shogeg. That's the conclusion of today's share. Stay tuned for Iyam Mitzion, where I discuss the shita of Rabbi Yeshua and Rabbi Meir Torah b'dvar mitzvah, you're potter of Korban Chatas. I'll explain the reason, the machlokas between Rishon and Meir, and why we pass on Rabbi Yeshua. Ian Mitzion coming up next.